ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। यस्य वक्त्राभ्याः पारिषद्याः परस्सतं विघ्नं विघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तम् आश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य शतक अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र सर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिविहितत्रिषुभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। Bhagavan, please let us continue from where we left off. We came up to Slokam 25, Adhyayam 32, Skandam 3. Bhagavan says, Samadarsanam, and going beyond likes and dislikes, as he said right at the beginning. What is, if you recall, in the very beginning, the very first teaching to Devahuti, that Kapila Bhagavan says, what is moksham? Moksham is beyond the stage of likes and dislike. Okay, that's what he says. That with the prayojanam of the bhakti yoga, you reach this stage of samadarsanam and beyond priyam, apriyam, beyond the stage, and also there is nothing that you seek, nothing that you stay away from, nothing you also seek. Everything happens. It's a beautiful, a blissful feeling, beautiful, not feeling, it's beautiful, the experience of bliss, the bliss of Atma that he attains. That is Slokam 25, now 26. Jnanamatram param brahma paramatmesvaraha puman prisya prutak bhavehi bhagavan eka iyate. Jnanamatram param brahma paramatmesvaraha paramatma isvaraha kuman drusya divihi drusya adivihi prutak bhavehi bhagavan eka iyate. So many diverse appearances, so many manifold, as we saw in Adhyayam 11, Visvarupa Darsana Yogam. One way that Visvarupa is described. I mean, there are several ways Visvarupa Darshanam has been experienced by bhaktas. So the varieties of ways. But what now is experiencing is the same one entity, because of the I wouldn't say differences, because of the upadiyas, the vehicles of the drishta, drishti, and Drishyam. Drishta, Drishti, and Drishyam. Drishyam, what is seen. Drishti, the process of seeing, and Drishta, the seer. All the three appear, three different upadhis. Because of that, this one entity appears in different forms. He experiences that. Jnanamatram param brahma. Jnanamatram, the jnana swarupi. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma. Is what Upanishad says. That jnanam, that jnanamatram, that swarupam of Bhagavan, we call it knowledge. Knowledge is an English word. And it is pertaining to intellectual understanding. No, this is beyond that. This jnanam is the truth of personal experience. That jnana matram, that swarupam, that Bhagavan, param brahma, the param brahma, paramatma. He is called as param brahma, he is called paramatma, he is called Iswaran, he is called Purushan, and Puman, and Bhagavan. So many ways that he is called Jnanamatram, the Jnana Swarupam, Param, Brahma, Paramatma, Iswaraha, Puman. All these way that he is described, Ekaha Eva, is only one. Is only one. This one entity, Drishya Adibihi, Drishyam, Drishti, and Drashta. Because Drishyam, the object that is seen, the object that is cognized, Drishti, the process of cognizing it, and Drashta, the cognizer. Because of these three, Drishya Adibihi, Prutak Bhavehi Iyate, the various experiences of differentiation, the diversity is happening because of these three only. That Iyate, he knows, he comes to know. This is vid. Vid means to know, beyond this knowledge that we talk about. So Jnanamatram Param Brahma, Paramatma Iswaraha Puman, Drishya Adibihi Pritatvadehi Bhagavan Eka. And Bhagavan is only one, appearing as many because of these three. That he knows now. Etavan eva yogena samagrena iha yoginaha yujyate abhimataha hi artaha yate asangastu krishnataha. Slokam 27. Etavan eva yogena samagrena iha yoginaha yujyate abhimataha hi artaha yate asangastu krishnataha. Krishnataha means complete, nothing, no residue left behind. Iha yoginaha krishnataha asangaha yate. Repeat again. Iha yoginaha krishnataha asangaha yate. We talk about asangam, not be attached to the worldly matters, right? But how is it possible, Swami? We have spoken of it several times with Vairagyam. It's possible only when I attach to Bhagavan, when I realize my thought is focused only on Bhagavan. Then the Nisangam take place, Asangam take place. So, here in this world, Yoginaha, for this yogi, Krishnataha, all the objects, all the materialistic objects, the thoughts, the words, the emotions, the gross objects, whatever it may be, for all of them, for this yogi, in all the objects in the material world, asangaha, to have no attachment. Yet, which makes it happen. Yat. So, iha yoginaha krishnataha asangaha yat. What makes him not attached to all the objects in this world? Etavan eva. That is only this. Abhimataha arthaha. Abhimataha means desired. Arthaha, the goal, the benefit, the final fulfillment. Yogena yujyate. It is attained through this bhakti yogam. So the prayojanam of this bhakti yogam, attaching oneself to Bhagavan, is the detachment from everything else in the world. That is the summary meaning of the sloka. That is etavan eva. Only with this yogi yujyate, the sangam, with which what he obtains that detachment, that is obtained in bhakti yogam. Yetavan eva yogena samagrena. Now, the samagrena means complete, totality. That is, this detachment from this materialistic world is obtained in totality through this bhakti yogam. Etavan eva yogena samagrena iha yoginaha yujyate abhimataha hi arthaha yate asangastu krishnakaha. Now, next one, slokam number 28. Now, the next question is, what happens if I don't turn my mind towards Bhagavan? Then the slokam 28 describes that. Jnanam ekam parachinahi indriyahi brahma nirgunam avabhati artha rupena bhrantya sabdadi dharmina. Slokam number 28. Okay. One second. Now, this is again, we have covered this, Swami has taught this to us several times, but we will again teach it us. So, jnanam ekam parachinehi indriyahi brahma nirgunam avabhati artha rupena bhrantya sabda adi dharmina. The important thing is parachinehi indriyahi. This is very important. Indriyahi, the senses. Parachinehi. Parachinehi means paramukam. Not turning towards Bhagavan. Those senses, what do? When the mind is not focused or turned towards Bhagavan, what happens to the senses? Indriyahi saptadi dharmina artharupena. Remember, in creation, starting from sabdam, right? And then the rupam, then the touch. See, the various tanmatregal, that is the 5 tanmatregal or the 5 indriyangal that will be covered. So, sabda adi dharmina. Those tanmatregal have their dharmam. Sabdam is the akasam, right? Then vayu, then agni, then jalam, then prithvi. So each one has a tanmatra. Akasam, sabdam, vayu, sparsham, again, or touch, right? Agni is rupam, form with my eyes. Then jalam is taste. And then comes prithvi, which is smell. So these sabda adi, each one as the dharmam is there. This dharmam of akasam is to sound one, is to transmit and make sure that I'm able to cognize sound. And Agni same way gives me the form, ability to see. So that sabdadi dharmina artha rupena. These tanmatrayagal have to have a form. So that essence of that are these 5 panchabhutangal. So my senses, mind not focused on Bhagavan, what happens to the senses? It follows it goes after this. And even though Jnanam Nirgunam Brahma Ekam, even though there is only one entity, Jnana Swarupam, the form of embodiment of love, complete form of love only, Prema Swarupa is what it is, and it is beyond all the gunangal, Nirgunam, Brahma Ekam, there is only one entity that is all pervasive, expansive, present everywhere, which is selfless love. Because my mind is not focused on Bhagavan, on that, the senses go after the various objects that are formed by the dharmic play of the five tanmatraya. And because of that, Bhrantya Avabhati, confusion comes, delusion comes, Maya comes, right? I get mesmerized by that because my mind is not focused on that. So senses follow. Whatever the tanmatrayal and the panchabhutangal are doing, it is following that. So I get deluded. Jnanam ekam parachinehi indriyehi brahma nirgunam avabhati artharupena bhrantya sabda adi dharmina avabhati. Bhati means prakasam. All these tanmatrayal along with the panchabhutangal, they are prakasam, they are effulgent. And I focus only on that I forget Bhagavan. Because my mind is following the senses and the sense objects. Number 29. Yatha mahan aham rupaha trivit panchavidaha sarate ekadasa vidaha tasya vapuhu andam jagat yataha. How is it possible? That's explained here. Again, the same creation, but what happened? How one entity appears many. And the bhranti, the delusion, that comes because my mind is not thinking, is not on Bhagavan. That is why the confusion comes. Again, remember that beautiful story, the anecdote that never forget, that we have shared this a few times. When Narada went to see Brahma and Swami, you are really so great. You are creating so many varieties, so many things. There is none greater than you. And Brahma said, no, Narada, that is not true. There is somebody superior to me. I am following his orders. He is the Karanam, Ekam Sat, Sriman Narayana. Go and sing his glory in all the worlds. Yes, Swami, I will do it. So Narada leaves. Then a couple of minutes later, he comes back. Then he says, and the Brahma says, Narada, why did you come back? No, Swami, I have one question. Yes, I will go and recite Bhagavan's Nama and spread his glory as you want to ask me to do. But what happens if this delusion, Maya, comes to me? Then what do I do? Then Brahma says, oh Narada, when you're uttering Bhagavan's name and your mind is focused on him, how can Maya come there? It will not. This is exactly what this slokam says. Mind is focused on Bhagavan, there is no bhranti, there is no delusion. Okay? So, the number 29, Yata Mahan Aham Rupaha Trivit Panchavidaha Swarat Ekadasa Vidaha Tatya Vapuhu Andam Jagat Yataha. Then what happens is bhranti, yes, okay, tanmatrayal, the mind is senses go after this. But what are the contributing factors to this delusion, to this false appearances, right? Again, the whole creation is described in just one slokam. Yata, in which way? Yata, in which way? Yataha, from which mahat adihar, from which the five tanmatrayal, from which asya tasya vapuhu andam jagat. Tasya, this entity, asya, depending on the way your slokam says, vapuhu andam, the brahmanda, vapuhu means body, embodiment. Andam means brahmandam, huge, expansive. In which way, from which tanmatrayal, jagat adibihi, Bhagavan's this huge Virata Purushan, as we call it, the Brahmanda Swarupam, and Jagat, the world, was born, was created, manifested. From in which way? From in which the five Magat Adihal, this Virata Purushan, this huge Andam, underworld manifested, that Swarat, completely independent, the master of the whole thing, everything, Swarat, absolutely independent. That Bhagavan, that's called the effulgence in all the things that are created, Swaprakasa-rupi, Mahan, Panchavidaha, Aham Rupaha, Trivriti, Ekadasa Vidaha. Take all this together, but I'll give you one word at a time. That Bhagavan, the world was created, then that Swaprakasam is there, that Bhagavan's divinity, you be, the same divinity is present. But Mahan, the Mahat-tattvam, the operating principle of the universe, give love, receive love. Give happiness, receive happiness. Very important. Okay? So, Ananda Swarupa, Prema Swarupa. Always remember that. That Mahat Tattvam, to do that, operating principle. Panchavidaha, the Pancha Mahabhudangal, we know that, right? Then, Aham Rupaha, the Ahamkaram, the feeling of separation. Because in order to give love and receive love, I must separate myself from myself. It's very simple, isn't it? So because of that, creation took place. So that Aham Rupaha, the feeling of separation, the Ahamkaram comes. Trivrite, the three gunangal that makes the whole thing go around, the various actions, etc. And Ekadasa Vidaha, to interplay all this, the 10 Indriyangals and mind, the Manas. With all this Bhranti, this the same one entity, because the mind is not focused on him, all of a sudden I see this 21 plus 3, 24 different constituents in the creation, and I'm focusing on that because Parachinahi Indriyahi. This is how the delusion takes place. There's no point in talking about Maya. Absolutely no point. Okay, because the more I talk about Maya, I think about it, I get caught in it. As Brahma advised Narada, think of Bhagavan instead. Maya will completely disappear. Right? So the Parachinahi Indriyahi, remember that always. The Bhranti comes because the senses go after the objects of the world and moving away from Bhagavan. The mind follows it. All these things that Swami talks about, Mahat-tattvam, the five Panchabhudangal, Ahamkaram, the three gunas, and the 10 Indriyangal and the mind, all of them are in play. The Brahmi comes, delusion comes. Yata Mahan Aham Rupaha Trivrite Panchavidaha Swarate Ekadasa Vidaha Tasya Vapuhu Andam Jagat Yataha. Now, number 30. Yetatvai Shraddhaya Bhaktya Yoga Bhyasena Nityataha Samahitatma Nissangaha Viraktya Paripasyati. Swami, this is the case. Very beautifully, Bhagavan has given the review lesson again. He says, what I should do is Bhaveda Saranam Vraja Bhaktya to Bhakti Yogaha Prayojitaha. So then we say Bhaktya Bhajaniya Pada Ambujam. So many things he has told us. Love him, love him, love him, surrender to him with love, worship him, whatever it is, surrender to him. All the things he's been taught. Then he again says, if I don't do that, if I see this, the Bhakti Yogam, the Prayojanam is, I see the oneness in the diversity. The same Bhagavan appearing in so many effulgences. I see the oneness completely. And the bliss of the Dhatmic bliss I experience. Now, if I don't do that, then I get caught in this maya, the Bhranti, so many varieties take place, isn't it? And how does it take place? We have then explained it. Okay, quick summary of what we have covered. Now, number 30, he says, Yetat vai Shraddhaya Bhaktya Yogabhyasena Nityatah Samahitatma Nissangah Viraktya Paripasyati. Yetat vai Shraddhaya Bhaktya Yoga Abhyasena Nityasah Samahita Atma Nissangah Viraktya Paripasyati. Now, this Samahita Atma means well-controlled mind. The mind is stable. Mind is nischalam. Okay, does not go about. And completely focused on Bhagavan. That was Yetatvai, this Brahman, this one entity, this selfless love that is present everywhere. How to Paripasyati? Paripasyati means to see, to enjoy, to experience. Not only see with the eyes, these are all internal experiences, but to experience it beyond all the senses. That is Pasyati. Now, Paripasyati means completely, beautifully, in a very well-fashioned manner, okay, in a skilled manner. Yetatvai Paripasyati, this Brahman, you can anubhavam, you can Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam. Vedam says that, Purushottam, we heard that so many times. That I know that Purushan, that Mahatma, the greater than the greatest, I know him. No means not intelligence, it is anubhavam, experience. How is it possible? Paripasyati, Yetatvai Paripasyati. Now he knows, he sees him fully. How? Shraddhaya Bhaktya Yoga Abhyasena Viraktya Samahita Atma. The Atma in this case means mind. Atma can mean different things in different places. In this case it means mind. Samahita Atma, well-controlled mind, steady mind, silent mind, pure mind, devoid of all desires pertaining to the world, very pure, and Shraddhaya, that can be obtained, that steadiness, that complete dedication and devotion in the mind can be obtained only through Shraddhaya, through Shraddhai. As Swami Vivekananda says, Shraddhai is a very difficult word to translate into English. You cannot do what he says. When Swami Vivekananda says it cannot be translated in English, no, I'm not going to attempt to translate it. But he himself has said, you can say it is determination, perseverance, devotion, dedication, commitment. So many things are involved in that. Sincerity, integrity. So many things are involved in Shraddha. Okay? Shraddhaya, Bhaktya. Bhakti means love God only. Loving God only. Anbu, we say. Anbe Sivam. Sivame Anbu, we say in Tamil. That Anbu. Okay, not the selfish variety. The same selfless love appears polluted through my selfishness as selfish love, which is what I give to my children, to my spouse, to wealth, to anything, to whatever that I'm acquiring. It is selfish love. But the selfishness is a pollution, is a dirt that has to be cleaned up. So, but here, Bhaktya means the love towards Bhagavan, the moment I start directing my love to him, that automatically becomes purified. I don't have to worry about it. The impurities will all get cleaned up immediately. That bhakti to Bhagavan only, done with Shraddha, Yoga Abhyasena. This process of loving Bhagavan is a yogam. Abhyasena, practicing it. And through that practice, Viraktya, getting attached to him only completely. That is Virakti. In that process, not being attached to the outside world. That Virakti. This way is the only way, Samahita Atma, the mind that gets controlled and purified and steady and silent this way. That yogi Yetatvai Paripasyati vai through Nissangaha. Because of this mind is like this. Nisangaha, he is not attached or connected to anything in this world, just like a water droplet on the petal of a lotus plant. It is not. It is there, but it is not connected to it. Right? In the same way, he lives in this world, but not of it, as Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says. So Nisangaha, one with this mind, controlled mind, he lives like this. That yogi, etatvai paripasyati. Why? Why means certainly. And he experiences this Parabrahman. Certainly he does with this mind. Shraddhaya, Bhaktya, Yoga Abhyasena, Viratya, Samaritatma. Then that's all that is required. Automatically Nisangam comes. Then I experience Bhagavan totally. Etadvai Shraddhaya Bhaktya Yoga Abhyasena Nityasaha Samahita Atma Nisangaha Viratya Paripasyati. Nityasaha means always. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.